and he kind of is like getting into the game here. So where I think I've probably got an issue that I want to work with on this guy is we're going to concentrate back here. I am going to do a little bit of stretching with him. The front leg stretching, I would definitely recommend you do with your animals if they've got shoulders that aren't, his shoulders are nice and loose. You know, I would probably stretch just because I like to stretch him and stretching feels good to us. Pick that leg up if you'll let me have it. He's set up. Pick it up. I'm going to give it a little wiggle. I'm going to kind of notice, well boy, stand up. There you go. I'm going to give him a little wiggle. I know Tanya and I were having a little interesting, little different situation going on here. I'm going to spin around that way. I'm just going to, so what I do here is I'm going to check everything while I'm up here. Again, I'm not a vet, but I want to make sure what I got going on here. He'll tell me a lot. Stand up, boy. You're okay. Then I'm just going to stretch him out. I want to stretch that. So you can see the imbalance in this horse. He's not really happy about standing on all three. I'm going to stretch the other front leg because, yeah, you spread hard. Let's let him spread hard. He's showing me things as he's spreading apart. He's just like, he's kind of a little bit upside down here. We can see that, which I think he'll really start liking what we do next. But I want to keep him even. Sure, his learning curve's a little high here because it's like, what the heck are you doing to me? Bring him around here. I'm going to stretch him out front. Again, if you do this at home, make sure that you protect your back. Get down there so that you're using your legs and your thighs. And I have had him almost want to fall over on me, so know your animal before you're working with him. Now, my buttocks, there's all kinds of ways to teach him, but again, I'm trying to save my hands. Is I'll come up where my hip joints are, where the sacrum is. I'm going to come right in the middle. Not sure what Rusty's going to do here. We're both loaded, so I think, I'm not loaded. My horse is loaded. All right, so I think what we're going to do is unlock. There's the unlock. It's like the cat stretch that we do in yoga. Unlock, bring that back over the SI. He's strung out, but he's still going to get in there. I am not pressing hard. Watch his guts as I press it in the middle of his hamstrings. That's his sit-up. He just unlocked, he just balanced his pelvic girdle and his hamstrings and his glutes probably better than it's been balanced for a long time. What do you? Sports medicine didn't even really exist. And so they took the cartilage out because you don't need it. And so I've dealt with both knees without cartilage, bone on bone, since I was in my early 20s. I am only, with the medical profession, a double knee replacement candidate. And this stuff was introduced to me about 7 years ago. A friend of mine said, sit down, pull your pants leg up. She put this on my knee and I'm like, ooh, what's in that stuff? No medicines in it, nothing's in it. I'm like, yeah, right. What are you telling me? This is woo-woo stuff? She said, I'm just telling you. That was 7 years ago. I've been using stuff on my horses because I work on so many and I know it has value. Kinesio tape has value. But I could never get the darn stuff to stick. It just wouldn't stick. Until about last October, and I was using this particular brand on my horses and it was sticking. The human brand was sticking. I'm like, gosh darn, they need to come out with an equine tape. They finally did last fall. The rest is history with me and them. I am now one of their clinicians, which I can talk to you a little bit about later on. I'll heat it up, and if you're anywhere where you can see, it's starting to lift his hair up already. You awake there, Rusty? Are you awake, buddy? This will stay on him 3 to 5 days. If he's somewhat clean, he can even have baths and stuff. I work a lot in the hunter-jumper world, in the dressage world. Those guys are shaved all the time. But I also work where one of my horses the other day, I worked on him, I did some mild facial release on him, and I put this stuff on at the end. Woman says, the owner says, can I let him out in the paddock? I said, sure. I thought she was there for a blanket on him. She was in Colorado. It was a nice day. He goes out, he comes back in. He had rolled both ways in mud. He was covered on his top side. But in my estimation, all that boy was doing was just grinding that in because he liked the tape and he wanted it on longer. Well, but I want to come around and I do look for balance in the eyes. Are they straight across? This guy, we don't know his history, or maybe we do. I'm not really checking, but I'll do a little polarity work where I'm just kind of moving. These are his sedation points on his face. He's already pretty sedated right now. But I'm going to move across here and I just kind of watch those eyes come into my world, and then I'm ready to go. So that's actually one of the first things I do. I know I'm kind of bouncing here a little bit, but I want to cover as much as I possibly can. I do not stretch that tape on him, and when I take it off, I am not going to grip and rip this stuff. I wouldn't grip and rip it off of me, and I'm certainly not going to do it off of him because he's got more hair. Again, this will stay, like I said, 3 to 5 days, but when I get ready to take it off him, I'm going to roll it off him. I'm going to pull it in the direction of the hair. He doesn't mind it. He's going, wait a minute, I wanted it on, but I'm going to roll it off him. It is usable one time, but I'm still not. This stuff stretches 180 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. It's cotton and nylon woven. From the human to the horse, it has about 7% more stickability on the backside. But I'm not gonna stretch this over his hiney. I'm gonna lay it on there, and then I'm again paper pulling it off. If I start stretching this, not only is it gonna make him go, "Jeez, what is going on here?" But it's not going to stay either. It's going to pop off because he's going to move, because that's what he does. He's going to roll because that's what he does. And I am going to rub that down so that it's going to stick a little bit longer, a little bit better. It's going to turn it on. Do I ride him immediately after I have him taped up? Every horse is different on how they respond to this stuff. Some of them are like, yeah, bring it on. Others are like, oh, I think I need to get back in my body. I haven't been in my body for 12 years, and now you're telling me, whoa, what is that stuff? And I think it's really, really important that you know your own animal, obviously. If you're working with other animals, or practitioner working with other animals, you definitely have to go slowly with them. But this guy, again, is like, I don't know if you can see him taking a deep breath here occasionally. He's like, yeah. That's another release for him. He's rebooting. He's going to be in La La Land before we're completely done here. Of the withers, try to keep my hands off it as much as possible. You okay, bud? This is like a little, yeah, we may be overstimulating the guy. I might need to take that hip stuff off. I'm going to come up close to the top of the withers, rub that on my anchor, come across the front side. Again, I'm tearing that off. Yeah, I do a lot of this. I'm not trying to make it look easy. It is easy. It's an easy job to get that on there. You're not going to waste tape doing it because you just, you know, it's going to be, wherever it goes, it's going to start turning him on. And again, I kind of rub it in. And that would be what I would do for shoulder. I had a barrel racer. This was way cool. Barrel racer, flipped a barrel. I'm doing a clinic. She's got him out there. She goes, gosh, he's just sore. I can't get him over this where he clipped it. He said, he didn't tear anything. He's just sore. He's just bruised and sore. And I'm like, well, okay, let's see what we can do. So we put him in the ring, put him on a long lunge, and he's just like, oh, it hurts. It hurts. You know, we took him out. Well, we didn't take him out. We came in and we taped him like this. We put him on the same direction we just went. We did both directions, of course. And he's like, yeah, bring it on. She said, do you think I could work him later? I said, that's your choice. She went out and put him through about a 30-minute easy workout, came back and goes, oh my God, I got my horse back.